If you want your website to look professional, you need loading states. So I'm going to show you how to do this with Next.js and shadcn UI. We're going to be using the Next.js loading.tsx file to accomplish this. If you want to do this with searchParams, you're going to have to wrap it in a suspense tag, which I will also show you at the end. Let's do it. So right here, I just have a simple Next.js page that fetches a random quote and displays it right here. If you want this code, GitHub repo's in the description. So if I click this refresh, it's going to wait a second, 2 seconds actually, because I have this promise right here. And you can see it doesn't do anything. We don't want that. We want the skeleton loaders. So there's 2 ways to do this. The easy way is using a loading.tsx page. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. The other way is with a suspense tag, which sometimes you need to do. If you're using searchParams, you need to do it. So I'm going to show you how to do that at the end. First, I'm going to show you how to use the loading.tsx file. So we're going to go new file. We're going to go loading.tsx. And you got to make sure this is at the same level as whatever page you're using. So right here, these are at the same level. So I'm going to type in RFCE. We're going to call this loading page. And what you're going to want to do is come back to this page. We're going to copy this code and we're just going to paste it right here. And then for this, we're going to call this array, and we're going to make const array equals new array, we'll say of length 6, fill with whatever. And so now we want to replace this div h1, h2, p tag. We want to replace all of this with a shadcn UI skeleton. So we're going to go over to shadcn UI and we're going to scroll down to skeleton. I have to initialize my shadcn. So shadcn UI at latest init. I just got to answer these questions. Default, we'll use zinc. Yes, I want CSS variables. Okay, so now that we have shadcn added to our project, we're going to add the skeleton. And we're going to click this right here, and we're going to add it to our project. So it's right here, pnpm dlx shadcn UI at latest add skeleton. We're going to run that. And now over here in components/UI, we have this skeleton file. So on this loading page, what we're going to do is we're going to replace all of these with the skeleton component. We're going to import that. And so this also, I'm going to say underscore with an I, and you usually do not want to use an index as a key, but right here, since we know none of these things are going to change, this is no problem. So we're going to replace all these with skeleton. And then we can also, there's going to be nothing inside of this, so we can get rid of that and just say /greater than for all of these. And now if we save this, it's doing something for us. We can make this a little bit better. Also, when we initialize shadcn, it changed our colors. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to add this to this, and I'm going to remove all of these colors. So now it's back to the dark colors. So we pretty much want these to be all exactly the same, except they all require a height and a width. So, and we're also, so this right here is like 1, 2, this is like 4 lines. So we're going to make, so this one right here is going to be the author name. And then we're going to have 3 more of these, and this will be this right here. And then this bottom one is going to be this. So we're going to remove all of this from all of these. And we're going to give these all a height of 5 and a margin bottom of 1. We can remove that from the last one. And for this one, we'll say a width of 28 and a height of 6. And so for all of these, I'm going to give these all a width of, we'll say 99%. But I'm going to change these. So first one, we'll say maybe 97, leave that at 99, this one 95, and this one we'll do 92. So now this is starting to look legit. Let's just get this bottom one. So remove this color, remove this text, and we'll say a height of 4 and a width of 28. So now when we refresh, Boom, we got our skeleton loader. So let's say instead of hard coding this number 6, we have it set up so that in the URL, we're going to have a search param that is the amount of quotes we want to see. And we'll have some kind of an input to select this. So I'm going to add that input right now. So in order to set this up, I'm going to create a separate component called, we'll just call this input. Come over here to components, create a new file, input.tsx rfce. This is going to be a client component. And we're just going to make 2 separate buttons. One of them is going to be for 5, and then another one is going to be for 10. We can actually make these links, and we will import this from next/link. We don't need this router anymore. And then we'll say href equals total equals 5. And for this one, we'll say href total equals 10. So come back to this page. We'll import this input. We'll save it. And so now if I click this 5, it says total equals 5. If I click this 10, it says total equals 10. And let's make this look a little better first. So we'll come over here. We'll say class flex gap of 4. And then we'll add a class name to both of these. We'll say BG zinc 500, width of 40, padding Y of 2, rounded of medium. And then we'll also say text center. And then right here, we'll also say a margin bottom of 5. Okay, so we'll get rid of this promise right here for a second. And so now we click 5, it changes that to 5, 10, it goes to 10. So in order to get the search params, we come right here, we say search params, and we got to write some props right here. So we'll say type props equals, we're going to get the search params, and these search params we know is going to be a total, which is string. So now when we come in here and we say log search params dot total, and so now you can see when I click 5, it logs it, and this is taking place on the server. So now what we want to do is, instead of this hard-coded 6, we're going to make this dynamic. So we're going to add backticks, and then right here, instead of this 6, we're going to say $, squiggly braces, and then we're going to say search params dot total. And so now when I click, so you can see there's 5, I click 10, waiting. Now there's 10. So you can see that our skeleton loader is no longer working. So how you make that work is we're going to have to create a separate component. So we're going to come in here, we're going to make a new file. We'll call this quotes.tsx rfce. And then we're going to take all of this right here, and we're going to pass it into quotes. And we need the quote objects. So quote objects props, and this will be, we'll go back to this page to get this type that we already made. We'll just copy this and paste that in right there. Got to wrap this. And then we have to add these square brackets right here. So now we want to pass in the quotes right here and add the quote objects. And so now it's working, but it's still not showing us the loading state. So in order to make this work now, what we're going to want to do is wrap this in a suspense tag, and then the key is going to equal search params dot total. And so now when we do this, it doesn't work yet because we also have to say fallback, and we're going to say equals, and we're going to have to create a new component called, we'll just call it loading. So come over here to components, new file, loading.tsx rfce, and then we're going to just copy this code right here and paste it in right here. And so now we need to import this. And so now this should work once we import the loading. This is actually not going to work because I need to come in here to loading, and you can see we already have the main with this Tailwind right here. So come back into here and remove this. And now this should work. So it's not working. The reason it's not working is because we need this code right here inside of the quotes. So we can add this right here. Now we can remove this and this, make this an async function. We actually need this type. So come back here. We can get this out of here, add it in there, but we do need this total right here. So we're going to pass that in, total, and this is of type string. So come back over to here, and instead of this quote objects, we're going to add total, which is going to equal searchParams.total. And so now if we did this correctly, this should work. And you can now see that it is working correctly. And you might have to refresh this sometimes because the caching does some weird things. So now if we go to between the 5 and the 10, it's going to show us the skeleton loaders. So that's it. If you learned something, hit subscribe. See you next time.